All right, hello everyone. Thanks for joining me today. I want to take this time to share with you some things that I noticed regarding Facebook. I thought it was only happening to me, but from doing some research, I'm noticing it's happening to a lot of people. And then on top of that, I'm noticing advertisers are starting to pull away from Facebook. Now, what I want to tell you is that here over the past few years, Facebook has been going in deleting accounts. And then what they do is they get you to verify that it's you, but still later on the account is deleted again. So basically you never get an opportunity to get your account restored. So this kept happening to me several times. So I went online, I started doing some research. I started looking at other YouTube channels talking about restoring your account on Facebook. None of that stuff ever works. And here's the thing. You go in and it says send your ID. So you send your ID in. They might bring it back, or they'll send you a message saying this account has been permanently disabled or terminated. You cannot use it. So you're really never given a chance to appeal. So you keep having to go through this help hub or help center that they have, and it just takes you into a loop to at some point it doesn't even work. There's no way to go back and say you're deleting my account in error. So I go online, do some more research, and a lot of people's situations is similar to mine. And what it is, I noticed someone was using my name on Facebook. And this person had about somewhere between 5 and 7 accounts with my name, some of my pictures, some of the pictures was of him. So I reported it to Facebook. Well, shortly after that, my account is disabled. So I try to get it back. It comes back for like a week. Then it goes away. So I thought, okay, maybe it's because someone is using my name and they're getting us crossed. So for a business, I try to set up an account, disable. I try using the name that my friends call me, disable. So every attempt I make to re-establish a Facebook account within a day or two is disabled. And it's always the same procedure. Send us your identification so we can verify it's you. So I send my ID. It comes back, a week later it's gone. Now it's gotten to the point they don't even ask for ID anymore. I set up an account, it's disabled. So my thing is now, I'm through trying. There's no point in trying to get something resolved if the other person or a company is not even trying to help you. And my thing is, I'm trying to get people to understand a business, whether it's brick and mortar or online, a business is about the customers, okay? Yes, we're not paying for Facebook theoretically, but the advertisers pay for Facebook because we as users, that's how they get the revenue. So if the business is not concerned with customer service, why are we being their customer? If we're not even given a chance to appeal and say, hey, you're deleting my account in error, Okay, you're deleting my account in error. Give me a chance to say who I am and give you a chance to say what they're doing affecting you. But they don't. You can't call. You cannot email them. You always got to go through the help center, like I say, which does not work at all. So you left with nothing. So if they're not trying to work with their customers, why are we continuing to use Facebook? You know, I'm asking all of my friends to just close their account and don't use it. Because it's like going to any brick and mortar business. Would you continue to go into a store that's giving you lousy customer service? And I think a lot of you, I just don't think you would. If you go somewhere and you pay for an item or some food or some service and it wasn't to your expectation, or maybe they didn't even do anything to help rectify the problem, I don't think you will go back. You know, we tend to protest a lot of things, but the things that we should be protesting is the way these businesses are treating the end user, because the customer is how they get their income. So I'm just at the point, I'm through with it, it's time to move on. And actually, since I haven't been using Facebook, I've gotten a lot more done. I've been a lot more productive. Because a lot of times we sit and we read and we post, give people thumbs up and likes, and it's just a repetitive thing day in and day out, and it's killing time. So we're killing time on a system that does not even value us as customers. So why would we keep using it? So my suggestion, okay, and I'm willing to hear your suggestion in the comments, is as a collective group, let's disable our accounts and let's not use Facebook unless Facebook comes up with a legitimate, usable, some type of customer service feature that gives us a chance to say, hey, this is really my account, and they actually leave it active. There was a company that I would do business with, and because I moved around so much, I would log in from the work computer, my home computer. So they shut my account down and emailed me, and they said, we shut your account because we see you're logging in from different IP addresses. Verify that it's you. Okay, I sent them what they wanted, verified it was me. Within 24 hours, I'm up and running and never had another problem. So I'm thinking, why is it that Facebook does not have this feature that allow people to give them some type of explanation, appeal, verification process, so they can actually keep the good accounts open and then penalize the bad guy? I was reading two people's story online. There was a girl wrote that her ex-boyfriend made an account using her pictures. She reported it to Facebook, but Facebook shut her down. And she's in a similar situation as I am. She can't get back on because they keep disabling her. There was a guy, I read his story, which is also similar to mine. Someone used his name and pictures, he reported it, and Facebook disabled him. So the trend I'm seeing is that Facebook is disabling the innocent people and letting the people that are doing the bad stuff continue to use the service. And I was just reading on Google the other day that in this one particular country, they've noticed an uptick of fake accounts. So I'm wondering, and I'm waiting to see what is going to be Facebook's follow-up on that, because it could easily be solved. If they feel that your account is fake, I can respect that because they want to protect their customers. But when they get you to send an ID, or if they had some type of verification process and they see that it's really you, they can leave that one account open and then work on the other ones that are not real. But they're not doing that. They are deleting the people who are following their guidelines. And that leads me to something else. When I was telling a few of my friends how my account keep being disabled, and they're quick to say, well, you're posting things that's not right, or you're doing things that's not right. I don't do that. I don't post political stuff. Basically, to sum it up, I don't post anything questionable. I don't do. Anything I post has to do strictly with me. Maybe where I've been, things I've done, things I want to do, places I want to go, things I like, and I keep it right there. You know, I'm not putting anything on Facebook that someone can look in and raise an eyebrow to. I don't do that. But that's the first thing people want to say. You're doing this, you're doing that, and that's not the case. Because when it happened the first time, I began to wonder, what did I post? I didn't do something like that. So I said, okay, I'll just make another account. So I made an account that morning, and it was like 8 o'clock in the morning, and I go to meet a friend of mine, which maybe around 10 or so, and we met for breakfast, and we're sitting there talking, and I'm telling him, I said, hey, I had to make a new Facebook because mine was disabled. And I start giving him the new information, friended him, so on and so forth. So during this conversation, I go back to look at my Facebook, and just that quick, in the matter of 3 hours, the account was disabled. And this has been going on for quite some time. So I guess I'm kind of like getting the message that maybe this is not something that I even care to do anymore. And I've already seen it happen to another friend of mine. Their account has been disabled twice, and that's twice within a 10-day period. So what I want to say is, and I'm asking everyone, and you can tell me how you feel in the comments, do you feel it's time that we as a consumer make these businesses responsible, online and brick and mortar? And in this case, with the online social site, Facebook, to say, hey, you don't have to close us down, we're closing us down. Because I'm already noticing that businesses have said, hey, because of what Facebook is doing, we're going to stop advertising with you. So think about this. If companies can say no to Facebook and not advertise, why can't we say no to Facebook and stop using their social media? And maybe at that point, they'll get the picture, and they'll get the point and say, hey, maybe we need to change this. And if we are going to verify them, have a legitimate verification process and keep these good accounts open, and then focus on the bad accounts. And that's how you get rid of the bad apples, you see. So I'm suggesting, as a collective, let's all go in and just start disabling our accounts until Facebook reach out to us and say, hey, here's a legitimate way, come back and we'll help you get your account set up. So with that in mind, leave some comments, share your ideas, and let's see what we can get done here, okay? Take care and see you next time.